Hello, boys and girls. This is Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called Time to Pray. The memory verse is from Luke chapter 5, verse 16. It says, Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed. The message is, I worship God in my daily, quiet prayer time. How often do you talk to someone you love and who loves you? Once or twice every day? Jesus talked with God every day because he loved God and knew God loved him. The man called out, "Unclean! Unclean!" It had been a long time since he had noticed the first pale spot. When more spots appeared, he had gone to the priest, and he heard those awful words, "You have leprosy." He had to leave his family and home. Whenever he came near people, he had to cry, "Unclean!" One day the leper heard that Jesus healed people. He wondered about that. Could Jesus heal him? Maybe Jesus could cure him. The leper did not know how to find Jesus, but he would try. He could not go near the cities, so he looked for Jesus in the small towns. He traveled on mountain trails where no one else went. Finally, the leper found Jesus, teaching people by a lake. He stood away from the crowd and watched. He saw Jesus heal people. He listened to Jesus' kind words. His hope became faith. He believed Jesus could help him. So that man began to move closer to the crowd. He forgot that he wasn't supposed to be near people. He thought only about being healed. When people saw him, some ran away. Others shouted at him. Others tried to stop him from getting close to Jesus. They did everything but touch him. But the leper had not come this far to give up. He fell to his knees, saying, "Lord, I know you can heal me and make me clean if you choose to." "I will," said Jesus as he touched the man. "Be healed." "He touched me," thought the man. "No one has ever touched me in a long, long time." He looked at his arm. The white patches had disappeared. All over his body, the sores had disappeared. His skin had returned to a normal color, just like that of the people watching him. "Go now and see the priests," said Jesus. "Let them say you are clean, and give your thank offering. But don't tell anyone what I did for you." The man did as Jesus said, except for one thing. He told everyone he met, and more people than ever began looking for Jesus. They followed him everywhere. Jesus needed some quiet time to talk with God. He often slipped away from the people for a while so he could have time to pray, time to talk with his Father. It was hard to talk when people were crowding about him. So Jesus found quiet places where he would not be disturbed. Often Jesus would get up when it was still dark to talk to his Father, or he would pray all night. His favorite quiet place was the Garden of Gethsemane. So many people wanted so much from him. He knew he needed power and wisdom from God, so he prayed every day. Every day, he slipped away from people to have some quiet time with God. We can get power and wisdom from God too. We need daily prayer time too. When we pray and worship God every day, He is with us.
This podcast is read by Fernita Buddy for Gracelink.net. Created and produced by Falvo Fowler. Post-produced by Faith Toe at Studio El Piso. The theme music is by Clayton Kinney. Animation and artwork by Giogo Godoy. The audio engineer was Karel Holness. For more information, please visit gracelink.net.